Good afternoon, peeps. Today I'm going to show you what I'm bringing to my market on Thursday. This is a bin. I'm going to put you guys here. Sorry about the lighting. This is the only source of light I really have in my apartment. So first thing that I'll be bringing, if I can get it to work, is this voodoo doll. Pretty big. And he's going to be around 45 bucks. Next, I'm going to bring these two fall little headbands. This one's a little bit thinner because I ran out of yarn in this one. And these are going to be, I think, $10 at my market. Obviously, I don't remember every pricing. This is like $5 or $6, and it's a little apple. Super cute. And then this beanie, I think he's $15. And then these two headbands, I call this like trans flag colors. Because that reminds me of, but else kind of reminds me of Easter. And then this little cream colored one. And I think it's $10 per one. And this is like Rapunzel themed little coaster. I think it's like, I have it up for like, on my Etsy and stuff for like $5-10 for this little guy. It's pretty big. Little granny square, little sunflower, but I mean the colors look like Ariel. Not Ariel, sorry. Rapunzel. Next, I got this cute little snail for $10. Just because it's like this part is shell, it's pretty hard to sew and keep from unraveling at the same time. He's cute. He's supposed to have little antennas on them, but I didn't like it. So he's what he looks like. Okay. And then I got, this is a little pop can, little can cozy. This is my original pattern that I will be selling on my Etsy account. And I have them for about $8 to $10. I'm not sure which one I'm going to stick with. I'm leaning more towards $10 just because I added the ruffles and that takes a while to do. But my mother says 8 just because people don't know the value of homemade crafts. I'm also working on another one, but for a smaller one. This is for a 16-ounce one of the pattern for 16, and then the smaller can size. And with and without the ruffles, obviously, because not everybody likes the ruffle. Then I got 2 coaster sets. These little orangey ones. Obviously, I still gotta sew in this last little end on this one. And this one. The sew on the ends, but I got these little Halloween ones, and then these cute ones. And I think these are $10 as well, just because these are more for like plants other than cups, because they are pretty big, because I had to use thicker black yarn just because I didn't have thin yarn at the time. Then I got this cute little cat ear beanie. I think he's $10 to $15 as well, as I only have one of those. Oh, sorry for my hair. And then I got these. I think I'm gonna put these for like $5 to $7. They're little wrist things. Put underneath your clothes to make your outfit look nice. You probably could fold it, but I decided these. Obviously, if you guys want any of these, even if you can't come to my market, I also sell these on Etsy and Instagram. Then I got just solid camo little beanie. Yeah, and he's the same price as I think he's also $10 as well. I'm trying to do like cheaper because not everybody brings lots of money to market. And then I got this little guy for like either like a really small baby or your doll, and he's like probably $3 to $4. This little Stingray, which, in my opinion, I could have done better on, but he's $10. No, $5. Sorry, $5 to $10 depending. Just because I did do a lot of work on him, had to sew him together and stuff. And then I think these are like $5, $10. They're little bookmarks. I made 2 different lengths for 2 different size books. Might make more. And I'm just in different designs and stuff for coat. Then I got all for $5. I got all these different colored scrunchies. Also, my original pattern, and it's already up on my Etsy at Terrence underscore Cricket underscore company underscore. And that's where you can find all my little things. Not everything's on my Etsy yet, as I'm still trying to get things on there, but everything is posted on my Instagram and Facebook page, and they're all the same thing as my Etsy. Yeah, so I got all these scrunchies, all different fun colored scrunchies. Then I got, my mother had some extra baby blanket for when she made her friend baby blanket, so I made this cute little, I think it's half double crochet or double crochet baby blanket, and I think he's like $35. Try to make it reasonable for parents to buy for their kid, or I don't know. Then I got these little chickens. They're $5 each on a keychain. I think they're adorable. I do have another one in this bin. I'm not sure where he is at the moment, but I also have little paper bags in there for my market. And then I know it's backwards, but everything's, oh sorry, it's not underscore. There is no underscores for my Etsy. It's just Terrence Cricket Company, no underscores. Same as my YouTube, but it has spaces. My TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram are all the same. And then, steering off from my crochet stuff for the moment, I got some decals and stickers that I'll be selling for like $5, $7, $5, $6. So I got an Oilers one. He's like $5 for the Oilers. Same as Calgary Flames. These are not my favorite hockey teams. I'm just close by to Calgary and Edmonton. I'm closer to Edmonton than I am to Calgary, but they're little decals for your cars. And then I'm from Fox Creek, Alberta. So I got I Survived Fox Vegas. If you guys don't understand what that means, it's a little inside joke with the town that people call Fox Vegas, because it was years ago. It was very party town, just like Vegas. So we call it Fox Vegas. And I believe this is $6, $7 for this one, or even that might even be $5. And also, if you're not from Canada, Alberta is very much for rigs and drilling and stuff. So this one is for the rig guys or rig women, and it's called Drilling and Chillin', and this was $6, $7 as well. And then this one is for all the spoiled oil field. Someone spoiled oil field wife. And this is definitely like $6 to $7 for sure, because he's a lot bigger. If you haven't seen The Breakfast Club, this is what it's from. And it says, "Don't you forget about me" at the very end of the movie when he's walking across the football field. Very iconic movie. Everyone should know what this is, but if not, definitely recommend you watch it. It's a great movie. And I thought, because I was in a town with a lot of older people, I thought they'd understand what that is. And then I volunteer firefighter, because right now, if you haven't been keeping update with either Canada, but Alberta's been on having lots of, well, Canada's been on fire lots all summer, so these are for like the volunteer firefighters to say thanks for helping. And then for Canada, I got a derrick, if for all the drilling guy, oil field guys, and look in the flag gig you put on like your, if you travel for work, you put on like your suitcase or even your truck. My father has it on his little suitcase when he flies to Kuwait for work. And this cute little Let's Go Girls little cowboy one. I thought this cowboy hat one, I thought this was super cute. Everything I'm showing you right now is able to be put on cars and flat surfaces. You can put on water bottles, but it'd just be a little bit more difficult because you have to figure out how to get it rounded on it. But it does work on water bottles. I know it's really hard to see, but it says, "Somebody's spoiled blue-collar girlfriend." I know I should have used the lighter purple, but I thought it was cool. But if you put it on a certain lighting, you can definitely tell what it says. And they're all so $5 to $6. All these are around $5 to $7 in that range. This is for those teachers out there, for the Cool Teachers Club. But especially with back to school happening, someone can get this for their teacher if they know who the teacher is, or they can just have it because they think they're a cool teacher. And this is Self-Love Club. Don't really like how it is over here. You can't really tell what it says. You can tell it says self-love, but not if English isn't your first language. Then you can't really tell what that says, but yeah. And then, because wildlife is big thing, nature is big thing up in Alberta, I thought this would be good for like people that love like going outdoorsies and stuff. It's a little gold shimmery little bear paw with like the Rocky Mountains. This is one of my personal favorites, but very difficult to weed out and stuff. Then I got, if you're from the 90s, oh, did not realize I had this all stuck to the back of these, oops. 90s babies, bright colors. I don't have time because I only have today and tomorrow to get inventory out, but for my market, but I can, if you guys aren't 90s babies but want them, I can definitely make 2000s, whatever year you were born, I could make these definitely for you as a little custom. And those are all waterproof and everything. These are just, next are stickers, and they're all Heartstopper or just by Pride themed. I have this little goose with, and it's a little sparkly with little bi flag in its mouth. Absolutely love that one. And now I'm getting on to more of the Heartstopper themed ones. If you guys don't know, Heartstopper is a queer TV show that runs on Netflix, and they're coming out with a movie next year. They're all sparkly. That's just their little logo with the Heartstopper and the little hands, Nick and Charlie, and the little bubbles. And then just Heartstopper's little movie logo, name, all sparkly again. And then one of Nick Nelson's famous and iconic saying, "I'm bi, actually, so what?" You'll understand if you've seen the show. Not gonna give spoilers if anybody hasn't seen it yet, and is planning on to. And then this is the little saying that Nick says to Charlie in the corridors. My life is way better because I met you. Super sweet. The little iconic little. A lot of them have the iconic little leaves that Alice Oseman draws. Super cute. Absolutely love this one. And then this one. And this is another. You would only understand if you see in the show, but it says, "You have nothing to be sorry about. Sorry. You say sorry a lot. ... Don't say it. I kind of want to say it." Nick and Charlie talking again. And then the two most iconic characters, Nick and Charlie. And they're all glittery stickers. Absolutely adore these. My two favorite characters. Besides, obviously, Darcy. She's just an icon as well. But that's all I got for the decals and stickers. And the stickers aren't waterproof. They aren't really good for water bottles, but they're good for like computers and stuff. And then, moving on, I got my other chicken that I found. I had 2 chickens. Keychains for $5. Super sweet, easy. And I think these are the last 2 items, and they're sweaters. And this one is on the more pricey side, $50. But it took a lot of work, and it's an adult size. And then we have, last but not least, this little kid's cardigan. I had it sew on a few more ends, but good kid's little cardigan, absolutely adorable. And he's, I think, between $30 to $40 for this one. And so far, that is everything that I'd be bringing to my next market. Obviously, I'm still working on inventory. I'm working on another one of these, but in a smaller size, not the 16 ounce. I'm making a few more of these, and I got a few more succulents. I'm gonna bring some succulents, and with a couple more things, and to fill up my table, because I have a lot of inventory now, but I'm hoping to have more by Thursday night. And if you guys are in Alberta and want to come check me out, I'm at the night market in Whitecourt from 5 to 9 p.m. And it's on 51st Ave in downtown Whitecourt. Hope to see you guys there. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell me what your favorite product was that I made. Mine is definitely either that big voodoo doll or one of the beanies. But I love everything a lot. Oh, I definitely do love like the Heartstopper stickers. That is my all-time favorite show. So, have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in our next video.